注意看，内蒙硬汉宁可硬抗到昏厥也绝不投降，即使脑袋被菲律宾拳王接连恶意击打，赛后更是下巴被打碎，血液狂涌，失血过多导致面容憔悴。面对医生的询问，也只能勉强撑开眼皮，命悬一线，让人十分揪心。医生表示，如果晚送医1分钟，那么最终注定凶多吉少。下手如此残暴的就是菲律宾拳王哥杰。让人十分意外的事情发生了，他非但没有对我们选手进行慰问和看望，反倒第二天就再次叫板我们中国的选手，
没有一拳把中国选手打死，我很遗憾。不过我相信，接下来没有一个中国人会有这样的好运气了。
我国选手纷纷义愤填膺，胡勇表示自己当仁不让，要铲除这个恶人。胡勇的格斗之路可谓传奇，农民工出身的他虽然身出寒门，但却通过对梦想的坚持，终于让他成为了拳王。
我为了梦想，然后19岁从工地建筑工，然后成为一个拳手，再走到国际擂台，我一定会实现我的梦想，成为冠军。
而他的对手就是刚刚结束比赛，把我们选手打到下巴碎裂的菲律宾拳王哥杰。虽然实力强大，却猖狂至极，毫无武德。胡勇这次的目的很简单，就是通过自己的实力，通过自己的铁拳教训这个不知天高地厚的老外。之所以胡勇被称之为农民工拳王，其实这和他练拳之前的经历有关。他曾经为了养家糊口到工地打工了8年，挥洒血汗，终于拥有了一个幸福的家庭和可爱的孩子。之后他开始追求自己的梦想，最终目标就是站在国际擂台之上，向那些心比天高的老外展现中国力量。黑色短裤的就是胡勇，可以看出他满腔的怒火呀，把对手逼到拦网，退无可退。胡勇现在身处上位，并拿到了对手的腋下，双方再次起身，胡勇拿到了断头台的把位，看看能不能终结对手。菲律宾拳王像一条蛇一样爬行，挣脱了断头台的束缚，虽然有些可惜，不过第一回合对手体力较为充沛，在国际比赛中的又都是精兵悍将，所以没能 KO 也是情理之中的事情。不过胡勇的绝活可不止这些。As Mitch said, he turned the tide after being staggered early on. That's the IQ. That's the intelligence we spoke of. Andre, how you stop we up?
That was one of the keys to victory for Hu Yang. We could set up the right hand. That was beautifully executed by Hu Yang right there. Beautiful timing. Came right through. Disguised it with the jab. Let's see if Jay can work his way back into this match.
胡勇现在虽然身处下位，但显然对手也没有更好的进攻手段。同时我们也能看到胡勇精壮的肌肉，很多农民工兄弟都是这种身材，虽然没有健身房练出来的夸张，但爆发力和耐力却显然碾压对手。
Jay-Hay's very experienced, and you can see that he's kind of waiting, bided his time, floated over the side control, and now is able to slowly work his way into some damage, I think. He's going to try to get him out. Nice catch there.
Hu Yang puts him back inside of half guard, rolled down from the Wolf Warrior. Yes, Jack Rio fully recovered from a legitimate scare in the opening segment of this.
不好，眼看对手获得了小书包的把位，胡勇为了不让对手所搏，立刻翻转身体把对手砸在地上。
Little back tape right there by Jay-Hay.
There's a full lot of the body. Good position here for Jay-Hay to stop here.
It's a very good position for Jay-Hay getting dropped.
It was almost done in the opening second. Now in control to the figure ball around the body of Hu Yang.
We spoke about the IQ, and that is on display here tonight after getting dropped.
起身后的胡勇攻防转换，用霸道的组合拳疯狂进攻，竟然直接把对手扔在了地上。根据赛前数据显示，胡勇一拳就能打出600磅的力量，就是一头牛挨上一拳，恐怕也要眼冒金星。注意看，胡勇已经打得对手脑袋狗血淋头，并且丝毫不准备放过对手。
Jay-Hay's got to start moving. He's got to get on his bicycle and get his back off the wall.
Hates a left hook. And he's cut here. He has cut to the side of the right eye. He's just up here. Hu Yang, monstrous power. Drops him again with the right hand. Jay-Hay looks for a double leg. And Hu Yong gets on top.
And Jihei looks
漂亮的砸击，连续的砸击。反观菲律宾拳王显然不愿束手就擒，不断翻滚抵抗，试图摆脱束缚。
You see the blood around the right eye of Jihei Eustaquio. Body shot. What a powerhouse round from Hu Yong.
Jihei was able to maintain the single leg. Fight for the takedown.
胡勇这里使用凌波微步，快速拉开安全距离，不给对手追击的机会。比赛还剩下最后的40秒，让我们来看看胡勇有没有 KO 终结对手的机会。胡勇放慢了进攻频次，但显然每一拳都更加势大力沉，摆明了要在铃声响起前终结对手。
Uppercut almost took out the ring box. Jihei thought about the right hand, fires out a nice front kick. Just slowing Hu Yong down. Hu Yong.
震撼人心的一拳，裁判害怕出人命，连忙上前。有点可惜的是，终止比赛太早，而农民工出身的胡勇也因此一战成名，用实力为受伤的同胞复仇。
Scary, scary.
胡勇的教练也是兴奋的上前拥抱，在国外的擂台之上，这一抹中国红是如此耀，简直震撼人心。
Able to get the former champion out of there in the very first round. Hu Yong was on a mission.
再次欣赏精彩回放，胡勇简直是拳如重炮，一发重拳打得对手两眼翻白，再也没有了站起来的力量和机会。胡勇是我最欣赏的中国勇士之一，他虽然出身寒门，但却敢于向命运抗争，完全就是我命由我不由天的态度。
He's through with the right. Touches the chin.
夺冠后的胡勇发出了视频开始前的感言。
我为了梦想，然后19岁从工地建筑工，然后成为一个拳手，再走到国际擂台，这个当中我付出了很多。所以说，当初为了训练，我也坚持当过保安，然后送过外卖，然后今天我能站在这儿获胜，我一定会实现我的梦想，成为冠军。
感谢老铁们的观看，喜欢农民工拳王胡勇的老铁，别忘记点赞、关注、支持一下。